Why, hello there. Or should I say, ahoy. I am wearing a nautical themed shirt. So let's push it. Let's push it. Should I say, no. It's going to be way too distracting if I do it in an entire, like, captain's blazer and hat. No. So, we're going to do this. So, here's the thing. The theme this week is coming out. I have kind of three coming outs to tell you about. So, the first one is to myself. The first time I came out to myself was, well, all right, I won't bury the lead. Looking back to it, I was always queer. Like, I was always queer. I always identified with queer culture, be it like my obsession with Madonna from the age of, like, I don't know, 0 point out of the vagina to, recently, because I'm not into her anymore. But that's an entirely different story. I just always identified with things that were queer, that were colorful, that were flamboyant, that were subversive. I always identified with that because I grew up in a small town in eastern Ontario called Brockville. That's in Canada, if you know where that is. Ontario, if you're from the States, it's just right on, it's a border town across the St. Lawrence River from upstate New York. For the rest of the world, who cares? It's not your problem. But so growing up there, I mean, you would never dare, especially in my teens, I would never dare pronounce myself as, identifying with anything as, like, queer or gay or whatever. Because, no, I mean, I spent my entire childhood fighting that. Not only fighting that impulse, but fighting people who were coming at me, accusing me of being like you're a girl, you're gay, you're a faggot, you're like I spent my entire childhood fighting that. So I was like, that's the worst thing that I can be. I am not. That's the worst thing that I can be. And the point where I finally came out to myself, what likely story, when I made out with a guy for the first time. So, bop. When did I never officially came out to my family because I am blessed to have two amazing, autonomous, self-made, gorgeous gay uncles on my mother's side. And so it was never a thing. And I am really, I've got to say, blessed about that. I've really got to say that has been something I've been very blessed about. I have been very blessed about. I don't know the abject pain of being disowned by my family like so many people have, or having any sort of judgment passed on my family. My family was always the safe space that I could go. My small town existence on the internet, that was incredibly treacherous, but my family was always the safe space. So I never remember a time of having to come out to my family. I really don't. I just remember one time I said to my mom, "Oh, I'm going to Pride this week." And she was like, Oh, that will be fun. I've always wanted to go. I hear the costumes are fabulous. I remember first day of university res thinking I would need to, like, tell people. And I remember going to various girls within the week, not the first day, but within the week, and telling them, like, so, just so you know, I'm gay. And the reactions ranged from one girl being like, well, in my heart of hearts, I guess I knew that, to, are you actually coming out to me right now? So it's terrific. I mean, that's the sort of, like, world that I entered into. But my test about coming out is if you were with a friend of yours or an acquaintance of yours and you went into a room and that friend or acquaintance had like 30 of their friends or acquaintances in that room, okay, and they were like, hey everybody, this is you, this person is gay, bisexual, transgender, whatever, and introduced you as such to those 30 strangers that they knew you didn't know. And you were just like, yeah, hey. That's how you know you're out. And the thing that officially got me to that point was starring, I'll say it, starring in my university production of the Rocky Horror Show as Frankenfurter. Here's the picture. Oh God, that's when I looked like Ruby Rose and the world was my oyster. My God, I wish that I could have made a coming out video back then. I could have been on Ellen. I don't know. Anyway, but doing Frankenfurter in the Rocky Horror Show was a revelation to me. I remember the preview that we had before, like the preview before the dress rehearsal, because it was like a very small theater, so like we couldn't, like we were already sold out for the run. I was like, 19 years old doing it, and it was like, oh my God, like so our dress rehearsal was sold out, but our preview was like sold out, like. And I just remember getting up there before I came out, like doing in all of that, just being like, all right, so I make a decision right now. Like, I'm either, going to hold back and maybe incite a few self-loathing boners, or I am going to be everything that I possibly am. I'm going to be everything that I possibly am, and I'm going to fucking own it, and I'm going to be out, and there is no going back. And, guess which one I chose? I chose the latter. Do I think everyone should come out? Yes, I do. I do think that everyone should come out. Do I respect people's choices for not coming out? No, I would not say that I respect their choices for coming out, but I get it. The only people that I think should be outed are politicians who vote in the against the interests of GLBT people. However, there are people that I know who are, actors who are in the closet or ambiguous. You're not fucking ambiguous, you motherfucking bitch. Oh my God, we know how many cum shots have gone up your asshole, bitch. But because, oh God, I don't know, for this reason. But is it my business to out them? No, it's not my business. It's not my business. We all make choices, but we all do make choices. I make a choice every day. I make a choice every fucking day to go out on the road and meet people in godforsaken places and introduce them to a terrifying gay man. And I appreciate anyone who does come out. And everyone that does come out as everything, because the more shades of gay and transgendered and bisexual and demi-gendered, which I just recently found out was a thing, literally everything under the rainbow, figuratively and literally, I just think is amazing. And so I salute you. Anyway, mwah.